Hey guys, tonight we're unraveling the mystery behind one of the most talked about predictions in recent history. Why the ancient Mayans believed the world was going to end in 2012. What was it about their calendar, their beliefs, and their understanding of time that sparked so much fear and fascination worldwide? This isn't just about doomsday theories, it's a deep dive into an ancient civilization's view of the cosmos and destiny. Before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us where you're watching from. Trust me, this story will change how you see the past and the future. The dense jungle stretches out before you, a living, breathing world where the ancient Maya built their cities, temples, and lives. The air is thick with the scent of moist earth and vibrant greenery. You hear the distant call of exotic birds, bright macaws, and the soft cooing of doves as the canopy rustles gently with the wind. It's a soundscape both soothing and alive, a perfect backdrop to the world you're about to explore. As you step closer to one of the sprawling Maya cities, the rhythmic hum of daily life greets you, a chorus of chatter, footsteps, and the occasional clatter of pottery. The marketplaces are alive with activity. Traders call out softly, offering goods like woven textiles dyed in deep reds and blues, freshly harvested maize, and intricately carved jade ornaments. The smell of roasted corn mingles with the earthy aroma of nearby smoke from cooking fires, inviting you to pause and take it all in. Tall stone pyramids rise above the treetops, their stepped terraces climbing toward the sky like stairways to the gods. These temples, adorned with intricate carvings of gods, rulers, and mythological creatures, stand as monuments to the Maya's architectural genius and spiritual devotion. Imagine the smooth surface of the carved stone under your fingertips, cool from the shade but warmed gently by the sun. The sharp edges of the glyphs tell stories of kings, ceremonies, and cosmic events, each detail a piece of a much larger puzzle. The city streets are a mosaic of sounds and movements. Children run between stalls, their laughter ringing through the air like delicate bells. Women in flowing hooples, brightly embroidered blouses walk, with baskets balanced gracefully on their heads, offering freshly baked tamales wrapped in corn husks. Men, wearing simple loincloths and feathered headdresses for special occasions, move purposefully toward the central plazas where ritual gatherings and political discussions unfold. As you wander, the soft flutter of butterfly wings brushes past your skin, and the sticky sweetness of wildflowers drifts in the breeze. You catch a glimpse of a priest in a feathered cloak, his face painted with vibrant pigments, carefully tending to a ceremonial altar. The scent of copal incense curls upward, adding a spiritual layer to the sensory landscape, a reminder that this is a world deeply connected to the divine. Daily life for the Maya was a delicate balance between the practical and the sacred. Farmers tended their fields of maize, beans, and squash, working the rich soil using tools made from stone and wood. The steady rhythm of planting and harvesting dictated the community's calendar, each season marked by festivals and ceremonies. You can almost hear the soft crunch of feet on soil, the gentle scrape of a digging stick, and the distant murmur of prayers to the gods for a bountiful crop. In the heart of the city, the palace complexes offer glimpses into the lives of Maya royalty. Here, you imagine silk-like fabrics shimmering in the light, gold and jade ornaments sparkling against sun-kissed skin. The rulers, seen as intermediaries between gods and people, presided over rituals that shaped the fate of their cities. You might catch the faint strains of music flutes, drums, and rattles that accompanied these ceremonies, weaving a soundscape of reverence and celebration. Evenings bring a shift in mood. The jungle's daytime chorus gives way to a softer, more mysterious melody. The croak of frogs, the distant call of nightbirds, and the rustle of nocturnal creatures moving unseen among the leaves. Torches flicker to life around plazas and temples, casting dancing shadows that bring the ancient stories etched into stone to life. The air cools, carrying the faint scent of burning wood and fresh earth, a soothing lullaby of an ancient world. Winding down, through it all, you feel the pulse of a civilization alive with knowledge, creativity, and a profound connection to the natural and spiritual worlds. The Maya were not just survivors of a dense jungle. They were architects of culture and time, poets of stone and sky, and keepers of a calendar that still fascinates us today. Imagine standing at the edge of a great ball court, the echoes of past games ringing softly in your ears. Spectators once gathered here, their cheers blending with the rhythmic bounce of the rubber ball, the crack of wooden rackets, and the murmurs of priests interpreting the outcome as messages from the gods. The Maya believed every action was part of a cosmic dance, and this game was no exception, a ritual blending sport, spirituality, and society. As the stars begin to twinkle overhead, you feel the gentle caress of a tropical breeze, carrying the scent of night-blooming flowers and the promise of stories told around flickering fires. The Maya nights were filled with myth and mystery, where ancestors and gods mingled in dreams and visions, shaping the destiny of those who lived and loved beneath their watchful eyes. In this world, time moved, not just in minutes and hours, but in cycles and stories, where every stone, leaf, and breath was woven into a living tapestry of meaning. And as you breathe in the richness of this ancient civilization, you settle deeper into a state of calm wonder, ready to journey further into the heart of Maya time, myth, and mystery. The soft scrape of a brush against bark paper fills the quiet space as delicate lines and curves begin to take shape, each stroke deliberate and full of meaning. You imagine the gentle touch of the artist's hand, the way the ink glides smoothly onto the textured surface, slowly forming intricate symbols that capture the essence of time itself. This is the world of the Maya calendars, an elegant dance of days, months, and cycles that measured not just the passing of hours, but the rhythm of the cosmos. The Maya used not one, but two primary calendars that interlocked like pieces of a finely crafted puzzle, the Tzolk'in and the Hob. The Tzolk'in, a 260-day sacred calendar, moved in a repeating cycle of 20-day names combined with 13 numbers. It was a rhythm of sacred significance, used primarily for religious ceremonies and divination. Picture the gentle turning of a calendar wheel, each day name and number sliding into place with quiet precision, marking moments of power and prophecy. Alongside the Tzolk'in was the Hob, a solar calendar consisting of 365 days, divided into 18 months of 20 days each, with a short 5-day period called Wayeb tacked on at the end. This calendar governed agricultural cycles and the rhythms of everyday life, grounding the Maya firmly in the natural world's seasonal flow. Imagine the feeling of warm sun on your skin as the Hob marked the seasons, planting, growing, harvesting, each phase carefully observed and celebrated. What makes these calendars remarkable is how they work together in what is called the calendar round, a 52-year cycle where each date on the Tzolk'in and Hob aligns uniquely before repeating again. This means that your exact birthday, for example, would only occur once every 52 years. This beautiful interweaving of cycles gave the Maya a deep sense of cosmic order, as if time itself were a living entity pulsing through the universe. You can almost hear the faint tapping of stone tools chiseling glyphs into temple walls, each carving a snapshot of the calendar dates marking events, rituals, and royal deeds. The sound is rhythmic, echoing softly in the sacred space, a quiet percussion that reverberates through time. The glyphs themselves are vibrant, telling stories through their shapes and symbols, animals, gods, numbers woven together like a tapestry of time. Imagine sitting in the shade of a large ceiba tree, watching as a scribe carefully inscribes the day's date onto a codex. The bark paper is delicate under his fingers, and the ink glistens faintly in the dappled sunlight. Each glyph is more than just a mark. It's a key to understanding the cycles of life, death, and rebirth, woven into the fabric of Maya culture. The patience and precision needed for this work mirror the reverence the Maya had for time itself. The sacred Tzolk'in calendar was more than just a way to mark days. It was a guide for priests, rulers, and common folk alike, informing decisions about when to plant crops, hold ceremonies, or embark on journeys. Each day carried its own spirit, influencing the fortune of activities and the fate of individuals. You can almost feel the quiet anticipation as the new day is named, its unique energy unfolding like a secret waiting to be discovered. The Hob calendar, in contrast, was the steady heartbeat of the agricultural year. Its months pop, woe, sip, and so on tracked the cycles of the sun and seasons, anchoring the Maya to the earth's natural rhythms. The 5 days of Wayeb, considered unlucky or dangerous, were marked by caution and reflection. you might hear the soft murmurs of prayers whispered during this time, the crackling of small fires meant to ward off misfortune. Together, these calendars shaped not only the spiritual and agricultural life of the Maya, but also their social and political worlds. Kings timed their reigns and rituals according to the cycles, while communities planned festivals and markets to coincide with important dates. This intricate system created a sense of harmony and order, where every moment was connected to the larger dance of the cosmos. As you imagine yourself tracing the calendar's cycles, you might picture the lush jungle around you fading into the background, replaced by a vast celestial clock ticking quietly above. The stars, planets, and moon all move in harmony with the sacred calendars, each influencing the others in a cosmic symphony. This is not just a way to count days, it's a profound expression of the Maya's relationship with time, nature, and the divine. The Maya calendars are a reminder that time is not just a linear path, but a layered, living cycle, one that invites reflection, renewal, and connection. The gentle turning of the calendar wheels, the soft sounds of ink on paper and stone carving, the delicate balance of numbers and names, they all whisper a timeless message, that life flows in rhythms beyond our everyday perception, inviting us to tune in, listen, and find peace within the cycles that shape us all. Imagine the soft, steady tapping of a stone chisel against ancient limestone, as a skilled artisan carves a series of numbers and symbols into the smooth surface. Each mark represents a moment in time, not just a day, but a cosmic heartbeat in a cycle far grander than our usual calendar. This is the long count calendar, the Maya's profound way of tracking vast cycles of time stretching across centuries and millennia. Unlike the more familiar daily or yearly calendars, the long count measures time in large nested units, much like a series of Russian dolls, each fitting inside the other. The smallest unit is a kin, which equals 1 day. From there, you have the winal, a period of 20 days. Next comes the ton, which is 360 days, almost a full solar year. But the true magic begins as these cycles multiply into katan and baktin, larger blocks of roughly 7,200 and 144,000 days, respectively. Visualize the numbers arranged in a row, something like 13.0.0.0.0, a notation marking the end of one of these massive baktin cycles. The Maya viewed this not just as a date, but as a turning point, a cosmic reset button marking the completion of one grand era and the start of another. This sequence represents a deep understanding of cyclical time, where the end of one cycle promises the beginning of the next. Feel the smoothness of carved stone under your fingertips, the cool touch contrasting with the warmth of the sun-dappled jungle around you. The glyphs are more than just numbers. They are keys to a vast cosmic narrative, telling of ages and epochs beyond ordinary human reckoning. The careful precision of the carving suggests a reverence for time itself, an attempt to capture the infinite within finite symbols. The long count calendar was central to Maya cosmology, providing a timeline for historical events, royal reigns, and mythical epochs. Imagine the priests and scribes poring over these dates, linking the movement of stars and planets to terrestrial happenings. They understood time as an endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, not a straight line rushing toward an end, but a great circle turning ever onward. The significance of the 13th Baktan ending is a key piece in this cosmic puzzle. It corresponds roughly to December 21, 2012, in our Gregorian calendar. For the Maya, this marked the conclusion of a complete cycle, a moment both solemn and hopeful, signifying renewal rather than destruction. Picture the reverence with which they might have approached this day. The temple altars bathed in flickering torchlight, incense smoke curling through the air as chants rise in unison. The concept of Baktan cycles invites you to think in vast spans of time. One Baktan is nearly 400 years, a period spanning generations. The completion of 13 Baktans is nearly 5,200 years. When you place your hand on the smooth stone of a carved monument, you connect with this extraordinary timeline, feeling that weight of history and myth intertwined. The Maya's fascination with these cycles reflects a profound respect for the rhythms of the universe. Just as the sun rises and sets, and the seasons turn, so to do the Baktans follow their course, marking the grand dance of creation and transformation. This cyclical view encourages patience and acceptance, reminding us that endings are always beginnings in disguise. As you imagine the long counts, steady progression, you might picture a great celestial clockwork, stars and planets moving in precise harmony. The Maya measured these cycles to align human activities, ceremonies, governance, and agricultural work with cosmic order, seeking to live in harmony with the universe's pulse. Listen to the soft rustle of leaves and the distant calls of jungle birds as the ancient cycles quietly tick on, invisible but ever present. The long count calendar is a gentle invitation to slow down, to see your life as part of a vast unfolding story, where each moment is connected to the infinite. The Maya's cosmic calendar teaches us that time is not just something to be counted or feared, but a rhythm to be embraced. It invites you to surrender to the flow, to trust in cycles of change and renewal, and to find comfort in the knowledge that after every ending, a new chapter begins. With this deep, soothing understanding of time, you are ready to explore further. These cycles influence the rituals, beliefs, and lives of the ancient Maya, and how their vision of eternity continues to inspire us today. The stone temple stands silent under the midday sun, its ancient walls bearing inscriptions that have endured centuries, whispering secrets of time and eternity. As you walk closer, you notice the deep grooves of the glyphs, carved meticulously by hands long gone, each curve and line holding meaning that once guided an entire civilization through the cycles of life and time. Among these inscriptions lies a date, one that has captured the imaginations of many across the world: December 21st, 2012. For the Maya, this date was marked as the end of the 13th Bacton, a grand cycle in their long count calendar. Imagine the significance this held for them, not as a doomsday or catastrophe, but as the closing of one great chapter and the hopeful beginning of another. The atmosphere around these temples, once vibrant with ritual and reverence, still holds an echo of that profound moment. As you stand in this sacred space, the faint scent of copal incense seems to drift from unseen altars, mixing gently with the earthy aroma of worn stone and the soft rustling of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze. The air feels thick with respect and reflection, inviting you to consider the Maya's understanding of time, not as a linear march toward an end, but as an endless loop, a cosmic spiral. Popular stories often paint this date as a forewarning of apocalypse, fueled by movies, books, and media frenzy. But the truth is far more subtle and profound. The Maya did not predict the end of the world. Instead, they celebrated the completion of a cycle, a moment to renew, reflect, and prepare for the next phase of existence. Picture priests gathering in the fading light, offering prayers and ceremonies designed not to fear the future, but to embrace it. The temples themselves are silent witnesses to this cyclical worldview. The glyphs and murals depict the birth, death, and rebirth of gods and kings alike, illustrating the eternal rhythm of the universe. You can almost hear the quiet murmur of chants carried on the breeze, voices raised in gratitude and hope rather than dread. The misconception of a 2012 apocalypse arises partly from misunderstanding the long count's structure. This calendar was designed to record vast expanses of time, tracking the progression of the cosmos through repeating cycles. The ending of the 13th Bacton was like reaching the last page of a long storybook. The story didn't end, it simply began anew. Imagine the feeling of turning that page with anticipation and reverence, aware that new tales, new experiences, and new cycles are just ahead. The Maya viewed this transition as a moment for ceremonies and communal gatherings, for reaffirming their connection to the gods, the earth, and the stars. If you listen closely, you might hear the distant tapping of stone tools from archaeologists, uncovering more glyphs, adding layers to our understanding. These discoveries reinforce that the Maya worldview was rich with optimism and cyclical balance, not doom and despair. The true spirit of December 21st, 2012, in Maya culture was one of renewal, a powerful reminder that time is a sacred gift, continually flowing and transforming. This calm, thoughtful perspective invites you to see time not as a source of anxiety, but as a gentle tide that carries us forward into endless new beginnings. As you imagine yourself amidst those ancient ceremonies, you might picture a circle, of people gathered around the temple's base, their faces illuminated by the warm glow of flickering torches. The rhythmic beating of drums fills the night air, a heartbeat syncing the community's energy with the pulse of the cosmos. Priests in elaborate feathered headdresses chant softly in the Maya tongue, invoking blessings for the coming cycle, their voices weaving through the smoke and shadows like threads of connection between earth and sky. The atmosphere is one of deep reverence rather than fear, each participant aware they are part of a timeless tradition, witnessing and honoring the flow of time itself. Offerings of maize, flowers, and copal are laid carefully on stone altars, symbols of gratitude for the cycles that sustain life. The scent of sweet incense mingles with the damp earth, grounding the ceremony in both spiritual and natural worlds. Even the architecture reflects this cyclical vision. The stepped pyramids and temple complexes are built to align with celestial events, the solstices and equinoxes, marking the changing seasons and cosmic cycles. Imagine standing on a pyramid summit, as the sun rises on the day marking the Bactan's end, feeling the warmth touch your skin as the horizon glows golden. It's a moment of profound connection, a physical and spiritual alignment with the rhythms that governed Maya life. Throughout their history, the Maya saw themselves as participants in a grand cosmic dance, where endings seamlessly gave way to beginnings. This perspective influenced everything from governance to agriculture, from art to everyday rituals. Time was not a force to be conquered, but a cycle to be respected, and the completion of the 13th Bactan was an occasion to renew that respect. Modern fascination with the 2012 date often overlooks this nuance, focusing instead on sensational apocalyptic scenarios. Yet the Maya themselves left no record predicting catastrophe. Instead, their inscriptions and codices suggest celebrations, reflection, and a hopeful gaze toward the future. You might find it comforting to consider this ancient wisdom, that transitions, even those marked by significant endings, are opportunities for renewal and growth. The Maya's calendar reset was a testament to resilience, continuity, and the eternal flow of time. As you breathe in the stillness of the temple space, feel the weight of centuries lifted gently by the breeze, carrying with it the enduring message of the Maya that every ending is but a new beginning, and the cycles of time continue to turn, inviting us all to dance along. The quiet wisdom embedded in those carved stones encourages patience and trust in the natural order, reminding you that just as the stars complete their paths and the seasons shift, so too do our own journeys unfold, in ever-renewing cycles. The gentle crackle of firewood fills the evening air, as flames dance softly within a stone hearth. Around you, the scent of burning copal incense weaves its way through the cool night, mingling with the earthy aroma of damp leaves and rich soil. Soft chants rise and fall rhythmically, a low hum that resonates deep in your chest, like the heartbeat of the earth itself. This is the world of Maya mythology, a realm where creation, destruction, and renewal flow endlessly in a sacred cycle. Close your eyes and imagine yourself seated among the ancient Maya, gathered beneath a star-studded sky, listening as elders recount the stories of how the world came to be. These aren't tales of beginnings and endings, but of perpetual transformation. The Maya believed the universe was born from primordial waters, a silent, formless, sea-cradling potential. The hero twins, Hunahpu and Xabolink, emerge from these depths in the story's figures of courage and cunning who journey through the underworld, Xibalba, overcoming trials and tests. Their story is one of death and rebirth, a mirror of the cycles that govern life and time. You can almost hear the crackling fire punctuating the narrative, the flickering light casting shifting shadows that bring these characters to life. The Maya saw the cosmos as a living organism, continuously dying and being reborn. The sun's daily journey across the sky is itself a metaphor for this eternal cycle. Dying each night in the western horizon, only to rise anew in the east. You feel the warmth of that first morning light touching your skin, symbolizing hope and renewal. In their myths, destruction is not to be feared, but embraced as a necessary passage to new beginnings. Imagine the soft rush of rain falling on parched earth, cleansing and nourishing it for fresh growth. Similarly, the Maya understood that endings clear the way for fresh starts. A rhythm echoed in the turning of their calendars and the flow of their ceremonies. Incense smoke curls upward, its fragrant tendrils weaving a veil between the human and divine worlds. The Maya believed that such offerings carried prayers and intentions to the gods, maintaining balance between realms. You might notice the gentle swaying of dancers moving in time with sacred chants, their bodies expressing the cosmic dance of creation and dissolution. As you listen to these sacred stories, the gentle tapping of drums and the melodic call of flutes blend seamlessly into the night. Their sounds cradle you in a cocoon of serenity, guiding you deeper into the understanding that life itself is a dance of cycles, each phase a chapter in an ongoing story. The temple walls nearby hold murals depicting gods and mortals intertwined. In this cosmic dance, serpents shedding their skin, symbolizing renewal, and the ceiba tree, the sacred axis connecting heavens and earth. You might feel the rough texture of carved stone beneath your fingertips, each groove a testament to the reverence the Maya held for these cycles. The stories remind you that just as day follows night, and winter yields to spring, so to do our own lives unfold in rhythms of growth, rest, loss, and regeneration. The Maya myths offer a soothing perspective. Destruction is not final but a gentle unfolding toward new life. In this timeless dance, the Maya found comfort and meaning. They taught that through honoring these cycles, we align ourselves with the universe's natural flow. As you breathe in the smoky air, the warmth of the fire, and the soft murmur of chants, you are invited to surrender to this rhythm, to trust in the cycles of your own life, knowing that renewal is always near. And so, the gentle crackle of the fire continues, the sacred chants rise and fall, and the eternal cycle of creation and renewal embraces you, whispering its ancient wisdom in the quiet language of nature and spirit. As the firelight flickers softly, illuminating faces filled with quiet reverence, the elders' voices weave through the night like a timeless melody. They speak of the maize god, a figure central to Maya mythology, symbolizing life, sustenance, and rebirth. You can almost taste the sweetness of freshly harvested corn, smell the warm earth from which it grows, and feel the nurturing sun on your skin. Maize was more than food, it was a sacred gift, a thread that connected humanity to the divine cycle of life. In these myths, the maize god undergoes death and resurrection, mirroring the agricultural cycle. You can sense the tenderness in the telling, the respect for the seed planted in dark soil, the patience for the grain to mature, and the joy of the harvest. The crackling fire seems to echo this journey, flames rising and falling like the rhythm of life itself. The Maya believed that by participating in these cycles through rituals, offerings, and storytelling, they maintained harmony with the cosmos. Imagine the quiet precision of a priest preparing an altar, the delicate arrangement of flowers and fruit, the gentle flick of a brush dusting away ashes. Each act, no matter how small, was an expression of connection to the endless flow of creation and renewal. The sacredness of these cycles was reflected not only in grand myths but in everyday life. From the planting of crops to the phases of the moon, the Maya tuned their lives to these rhythms. You can almost hear the gentle splash of water in irrigation canals, the soft rustle of leaves in a maize field, and the low hum of communal work, accompanied by laughter and song. These stories, chants, and ceremonies served as gentle reminders that change is natural and necessary. The cycles of destruction and renewal were not to be feared but embraced with open hearts and steady minds. As the night deepens, the gentle breeze carries the whispers of these ancient truths across the landscape, inviting you to rest in the comfort of their wisdom. The moon rises, casting a silver glow over the temple's steps, and the sacred chants soften into a lullaby. You feel the slow turning of the cosmic wheel, the steady pulse of life unfolding in endless cycles. In this space, surrounded by firelight and the scent of incense, you are part of a story that has been told for centuries, a story of endings that bring new beginnings, of destruction that clears the way for growth, and of a world always renewing itself. With this peaceful knowledge settling over you, the night embraces you gently, carrying you deeper into rest, comforted by the timeless cycles of creation and renewal that have guided humanity since time immemorial. The night sky above stretches wide and endless, a deep velvet canvas sprinkled with countless twinkling stars. You breathe in the cool, crisp air, feeling the gentle caress of a soft breeze that rustles the leaves of nearby trees. The distant chirp of nocturnal insects forms a subtle soundtrack as your gaze lifts upward, drawn irresistibly to the heavens. For the ancient Maya, this vast expanse was more than just a backdrop. It was a living map, a sacred space where gods danced and the rhythms of life and time were inscribed. Picture the Maya priests and astronomers standing in silent awe, their eyes tracing the paths of the sun, moon, and the bright wandering planet, Venus. Their observations weren't casual stargazing. They were precise, measured, and deeply intertwined with religious ceremonies and calendar systems. The sky was their clock, compass, and oracle all in one. The sun, their most vital celestial companion, ruled the day, and its passage marked the cycles of planting and harvesting. Imagine the warm glow of the early morning sun washing over the city's stone temples, casting long shadows that shifted with each passing hour. The Maya built their temples and pyramids aligned to the sun's movements, ensuring that sacred architecture echoed the rhythms of the cosmos. As night falls, the moon takes center stage, its phases closely watched and recorded. You might hear the soft rustle of leaves as the moonlight filters through the canopy, casting silvery patterns on the ground. The waxing and waning of the moon guided rituals, planting schedules, and even personal decisions. To the Maya, the moon was a living symbol of transformation, an ever-changing light in the darkness. Then there's Venus, the brilliant morning star, an evening star, whose appearances and disappearances were tracked with extraordinary accuracy. Imagine the careful calculations and meticulous records kept by Maya astronomers, who knew Venus's cycle lasted 584 days, a fact that astounds even modern scholars. Venus was associated with the god Kukulkan, a powerful deity linked to war and renewal. Its appearances were often seen as omens, its movements woven tightly into the fabric of Maya prophecy and ritual. Feel the quiet intensity of a night spent beneath the stars, where every glimmer in the sky holds significance. The Maya created complex tables and codices, detailed with glyphs representing celestial bodies and their movements. These records weren't just scientific, they were sacred texts, tools for understanding the divine order. The precision of Maya astronomy is staggering. Their observations rival those of ancient Egypt and Babylon, and their ability to predict eclipses and celestial cycles speaks to a deep and patient study of the night sky. Picture the slow, methodical recording of these phenomena by candlelight or torchlight, the faint scratch of brush on bark paper echoing the rhythm of the heavens. Beyond calendars, these celestial observations guided festivals and ceremonies. Imagine the thrill as a temple aligned perfectly with the rising sun on the solstice, the crowd's anticipation palpable as the first light strikes a carved stone altar. The heavens dictated not only time but the sacred moments when gods were honored, and balance was restored between earth and sky. The wonders of the Maya skywatching invite you into a world where the cosmos is alive, where stars and planets tell stories, and where humanity is forever connected to the vast universe overhead. As you lie back under this celestial dome, the soft whispers of the night and the distant shimmer of the stars invite you to reflect on the awe and curiosity that have drawn us to look upward since the dawn of time. In this shared wonder, across millennia, you find a quiet peace, the same peace the Maya must have felt as they traced the heavens, aligning their lives with the timeless dance of the gods above. As you linger beneath this vast, star-studded sky, imagine the slow, deliberate movements of the Maya astronomers as they tracked the cyclical journeys of celestial bodies. The night air is cool against your skin, carrying with it the gentle hum of the jungle, the whisper of leaves, the distant call of a night bird, and the rhythmic chirp of crickets. Each sound blends seamlessly with the twinkle of stars, creating a symphony of natural wonder that complements the human quest to understand the heavens. In this tranquil setting, the priests and scholars carefully note the position of Venus, watching as it fades from the evening sky only to return with radiant brilliance in the morning. This planet, so vivid and constant, was a symbol of power and renewal, often associated with gods who governed war and transformation. You can almost feel the tension and excitement of those moments when Venus's reappearance was seen as a powerful omen, marking times for important ceremonies or decisions that would shape the fate of the city. The sun's predictable journey across the sky was no less crucial. Visualize the Maya's architectural marvels, pyramids, and temples built with such precision that on certain days, sunlight streams perfectly through their corridors or illuminates specific glyphs. The solstices and equinoxes were celebrated with grand festivals, where the rising or setting sun became a divine spectacle, a reminder of the eternal cycle of light and darkness, life and death. Imagine standing quietly in one of these temple complexes as dawn breaks, the first rays of sunlight casting warm gold upon carved stone faces of gods and kings. The air vibrates softly with the murmurs of the gathered crowd, the gentle rustle of ceremonial robes, and the subtle fragrance of copal incense rising like a bridge between earth and sky. The moon, too, held a special place in Maya cosmology. Its phases were carefully charted, guiding everything from agricultural practices to ritual timings. Envision the soft glow of moonlight bathing the jungle canopy, its silvery light dappling the forest floor as night creatures stir. The waxing and waning moon was seen as a living symbol of change and continuity, its cyclical nature mirroring human life and the broader universe. Maya astronomy was a remarkable fusion of observation, spirituality, and practical application. The soft scratch of reeds on bark paper, the rhythmic pounding of stone tools shaping glyphs, and the hushed voices of priests interpreting celestial signs were all part of a dedicated tradition, seeking to harmonize human activity with cosmic order. As the night deepens, you notice how the canopy above becomes even more alive with stars, constellations forming silent patterns that told stories, guided journeys, and marked time. The Maya recognized these patterns as more than just beautiful lights. They were celestial narratives, intertwined with the cycles of seasons, the flow of water, and the pulse of life itself. This ancient practice of skywatching was not just about prediction or science. It was a sacred dialogue with the universe. The stars were messengers, the planets gods, and their movements a divine language. The precision and care with which the Maya observed and recorded the heavens reveal a culture deeply connected to both the mysteries above and the rhythms below. You might imagine yourself lying back on soft earth, the cool night air embracing you as you trace the path of the stars and planets, feeling the timeless wonder that captivated the Maya and continues to inspire us today. The universe, vast and unchanging, invites you into its quiet majesty, reminding you of the beauty found in watching, waiting, and honoring the steady dance of the cosmos. The night settles softly over the Maya city, cloaking it in a gentle darkness, broken only by the warm flicker of countless torches. You find yourself walking among a procession winding its way through stone-paved streets, the glow of firelight casting dancing shadows on the ancient walls. The air is thick with the sweet, resinous scent of copal incense, curling upward in delicate spirals that seem to reach toward the stars. This is a moment steeped in reverence and rhythm, a communal ritual designed to honor the passage of time and the eternal cosmos around you. Voices rise in soft melodic chants, harmonizing with the steady hypnotic beat of drums. The sound reverberates through the night, a heartbeat uniting the community in shared purpose and sacred celebration. Feel the pulse beneath your feet, the way the music seems to echo in your chest, drawing you deeper into the ritual's embrace. The procession moves slowly, carefully, as participants clad in vibrant, feathered costumes and embroidered garments, offerings of maize, flowers, and finely woven textiles. Their movements are deliberate, each step measured and meaningful, echoing the rhythms of the cycles they honor. You notice the soft rustle of fabric, the faint jingling of beads, and the occasional brush of feathers against skin. Along the route, altars glow with flickering candlelight, surrounded by carefully arranged offerings. You catch the delicate scent of freshly picked blossoms mingling with the smoky incense, creating an atmosphere both earthy and ethereal. These offerings symbolize gratitude and connection, tangible gestures that bridge the human and divine. Priests, adorned in elaborate headdresses and ritual paint, lead prayers and chants, their voices carrying through the night like a sacred thread binding past, present, and future. Their words, though ancient, resonate with timeless themes of balance, renewal, and respect for the cosmos. You sense the weight of tradition in each phrase, the careful preservation of knowledge passed down through generations. The communal energy swells as dancers take the center of the plaza, Their bodies move with fluid grace, telling stories of creation, destruction, and rebirth through intricate steps and gestures. The rhythm of their feet on stone and earth syncs with the drums, creating a living tapestry of sound and motion. Watch as their costumes shimmer in the torchlight. Vibrant colors alive with movement, but music weaves through the celebration. Instruments crafted from wood, bone, and shell, producing haunting melodies and complex rhythms. The flute's sweet notes float above the drum beats, while rattles and bells add layers of texture. This music is more than entertainment, is a prayer, an offering, a call to the gods. You feel the communal heartbeat in every gesture, every sound, every breath. This festival is not merely a spectacle. It is a living expression of the Mayas' deep connection to time, nature, and the divine. The sacred cycles they honor marked by sun, moon, and stars, woven into the fabric of the ceremony, inviting everyone to participate in the eternal dance. As the night deepens, the firelight flickers lower, casting long shadows that seem to merge with the night itself. The chants soften, the drums slow, and a profound sense of peace settles over the gathering. The ritual has fulfilled its purpose, to honor the cycles of time, to renew bonds within the community, and to align human lives once more with the rhythms of the cosmos. In this serene moment, you are gently reminded of the timeless wisdom held by the Maya, the understanding that time is sacred, cyclical, and worthy of celebration. The festival fades softly into the quiet night, leaving behind the lingering scent of incense and the warm glow of shared spirit. As the city and its people rest beneath the watchful stars, the gentle murmurs of the crowd mingle with the soft crackling of dying embers as the festival slowly draws to a close. You feel the residual warmth from the fires wrap around you like a comforting blanket, a reminder of the sacred energy that still lingers in the cool night air. The scent of copal hangs faintly, a fragrant trace that seems to whisper promises of renewal and hope. As you wander through the now quieter streets, you notice small groups lingering near altars, softly offering thanks and prayers in hushed tones. Their voices blend into a soothing chorus, a gentle lullaby that carries the sacred intent of the evening forward. Beyond the festival itself, the communal spirit remains palpable, a shared understanding that this moment connects them not only to the gods, but to one another, and to the endless cycles of the cosmos. Every stone, every pathway you touch seems to resonate with the echoes of these ancient celebrations. You might imagine the many festivals that filled the Maya calendar, each marking a unique point in the grand cycles of time. From solstices to equinoxes, from the start of planting seasons to harvest feasts, each festival, no matter how grand or humble, held profound significance, grounding the community in a rhythm greater than themselves. The rhythmic beating of drums, the flowing melodies of flutes, and the rhythmic steps of dancers are threads woven into the fabric of Maya life, reminding everyone that they are part of a living tradition. The ritual dance, the offerings, the chants, they are all acts of devotion and connection, celebrating the delicate balance between earth, sky, and spirit. With each breath, you feel a deeper sense of calm settle in, as if the sacred pulse of these ceremonies has gently synced with your own heartbeat. The Maya's reverence for time and cosmos invites you to pause, to honor the cycles within your own life, and to find peace in the ongoing dance of creation and renewal as you prepare to rest. The soft sounds of the festival, now distant but never forgotten, fade into the quiet symphony of the night. The stars twinkle above, silent witnesses to the endless flow of time, while the earth beneath you holds the warmth of ancient fires and enduring traditions. In this shared moment of stillness, you are gently cradled by the timeless rhythms that have guided humanity through countless generations. The rough texture of limestone meets your fingertips as you gently trace the carved glyphs etched deep into the ancient temple walls. Each symbol is a tiny masterpiece, curved lines, dots, and intricate shapes that come together like a mysterious puzzle waiting to be solved. This is Maya writing a rich and complex system of hieroglyphs that recorded not only language, but the very heartbeat of time and history. Imagine the soft scrape of a chisel, carving these symbols, the rhythmic tapping echoing through quiet chambers, as artisans carefully immortalize stories, dates, and royal deeds. The air is cool and still, punctuated only by the distant flutter of leaves and the occasional call of a bird settling in for the night. This serene setting invites you to slow down and listen to the whispers of the past. Maya hieroglyphs combine both phonetic sounds and symbolic images, allowing scribes to convey names, events, and cosmic ideas with elegant precision. Picture a scribe's brush, dipped in rich black ink made from natural pigments, delicately painting on fragile bark paper codices. The soft, deliberate strokes bring to life stories that intertwine mythology, astronomy, and genealogy, bridging the mortal and divine. These codices, folded like accordions and preserved in the cool darkness of temples or royal chambers, were sacred objects. Imagine the faint scent of aged paper mingling with the earthy aroma of nearby incense, creating a sensory tapestry as rich as the stories inscribed upon them. Each page is a gateway into the Maya worldview, a carefully curated blend of art, history, and spirituality. The writing system was central to Maya culture. It documented the passage of time through their intricate calendars, recorded significant events like royal births and wars, and preserved rituals that ensured cosmic balance. You might hear the quiet whisper of a scholar explaining the meaning behind a particular glyph, revealing how the Maya encoded layers of meaning in a single symbol, sometimes representing a word, sometimes a concept, or even a date. You can almost see the hands of those ancient scribes, steady and practiced, moving across their work surfaces with reverence. Their craft required patience and skill, blending artistic beauty with linguistic complexity. Imagine the cool touch of brush on paper, or the steady grip of a chisel as it shapes stone, each movement a deliberate act of creation. Many of these writings adorned temples, monuments, and steely stone slabs, standing tall under the open sky. Their inscriptions captured moments frozen in time, telling tales of rulers, gods, and cosmic events. Visualize standing before a stela, feeling the sun warm the carved surface, your eyes tracing the patterns that have survived centuries. Silent storytellers of a once thriving civilization. Despite the challenges of deciphering this script, modern archaeologists have unlocked many secrets, revealing the Mayas' sophisticated understanding of history and the cosmos. Their writing is not only a record, but a living dialogue with the past, inviting you to explore their world through the strokes of ink and the grooves of stone. The sensory richness of this experience, the tactile textures, the visual complexity, and the quiet sounds of craftsmanship, reminds you that writing was a sacred act for the Maya. It preserved identity, memory, and the eternal flow of time, ensuring that stories could transcend generations and connect humanity to the divine. As you take in the beauty and mystery of Maya hieroglyphs, you find yourself drawn into a timeless narrative, one where every symbol is a key, every stroke a verse, and every inscription a bridge across centuries. In this calm, contemplative space, the stories in stone and codices invite you to slow down, to wonder, and to rest in the enduring power of human expression. The soft scratch of brush on bark echoes faintly in your mind, a gentle rhythm that carries you deeper into the world of Maya writing. You might picture a scribe seated cross-legged on the ground, surrounded by bowls of vibrant pigments, deep blacks from soot, vivid reds from crushed cochineal insects, and earthy greens from mineral pigments. Each color adds life and meaning to the glyphs, transforming simple marks into living stories. Around you, the warm glow of oil lamps casts flickering shadows across the pages of a codex, revealing intricate scenes of gods, kings, and cosmic symbols. These manuscripts were carefully folded and carried with reverence. Much like treasured books today, their fragile pages a testament to the delicate balance between human effort and the passage of time. Imagine the intimate connection between the scribes and their work. Each glyph was more than just a character. It was a symbol of identity, power, and sacred knowledge. These writings shaped how the Maya understood their place in the universe. From the rise and fall of rulers to the cycles of the sun and moon, the writing itself was a bridge, a way to capture the fleeting moments of life and eternity alike. In temples and palaces, the carved stones tell stories alongside the painted codices. Visualize the sunlight filtering through a temple doorway, illuminating the detailed reliefs of battles won, dynasties forged, and gods honored. The coolness of the stone contrasts with the heat of the sun, creating a space that feels both timeless and alive. Running your fingers gently over these carvings, you sense the hands of the ancient artists, their skill and devotion frozen in time. The importance of writing extended beyond mere record-keeping. It was a sacred language connecting the Maya to the divine. Priests and rulers used inscriptions to legitimize power, communicate with gods, and ensure cosmic order. Imagine the hush that would fall over a crowd as a new monument was unveiled. The carved glyphs sparking wonder and awe as they recounted the deeds of their leaders and the blessings of the heavens. Through the centuries, much of this writing was lost or destroyed, yet the fragments that remain continue to inspire and teach. Modern scholars painstakingly piece together glyphs, uncovering layers of meaning and opening windows into the Maya mind. Their work is like unraveling an ancient melody, each note revealing more of the story as you reflect on the sensory world of Maya writing, the smoothness of bark paper, the sharp edges of stone carvings, the vivid colors of pigmency. Come to appreciate the profound role it played in shaping a civilization's legacy. It was a dance of art and language, of devotion and knowledge, ensuring that the cycles of time and the stories of the people would endure. In this calm space, surrounded by the echoes of chiseled stone and painted codices, you feel a gentle invitation to honor the power of human expression, to slow down, to listen, and to marvel at the ways in which stories are woven into the fabric of time itself. The buzz of digital screens fills the air around e-news, alerts popping up on smartphones, the endless scroll of social media feeds, and the soft glow of laptop displays lighting up faces in dimly lit rooms. The year is approaching, 2012, and suddenly, everywhere you turn, there's talk of an impending event, a date stamped with mystery and whispers of doom. This is the 2012 phenomenon, a modern cultural sensation born from a mix of ancient Maya calendars and contemporary fascination with endings and beginnings. Imagine the eerie soundtrack that accompanied countless trailers and documentaries, haunting melodies that build suspense, punctuated by deep drum beats and the occasional ethereal whisper. This music played on our collective nerves, drawing us deeper into the mystery of the Maya and their supposed prediction of the world's end. Books lined bookstore shelves, their covers emblazoned with images of crumbling pyramids, eclipsed suns, and fiery apocalypse. The words inside promised revelations and secrets, enticing curious readers with tales of prophecy and cosmic upheaval. The air in these stores carried a faint mix of fresh paper and ink, mingling with the palpable tension of anticipation. Movies and television shows added visual flair to the narrative, painting dramatic scenes of cities falling, natural disasters overwhelming the earth, and humanity scrambling against time. The screen flickered with explosions, desperate faces, and heroic last stands, all set to that unforgettable soundtrack that seemed to say, something big is coming. Online forums and chat rooms buzzed like a hive, filled with theories, predictions, and debates. People from around the world shared their fears and hopes, their excitement and skepticism. The soft clicking of keyboards and the occasional notification ping were the modern chants of this global ritual. As communities gathered in virtual spaces to confront the unknown together, you might smile softly at how this phenomenon captured such a wide audience, tapping into a deeply human fascination with endings and transformations. There's a certain thrill in imagining the apocalypse, a mix of fear and curiosity that draws us like moths to a flame. After all, stories of the end of the world have been told for centuries, across cultures and civilizations, each with its own unique spin. This shared narrative creates a space where we can confront our own uncertainties, explore what it means to start anew, and find connection in the collective experience. The 2012 phenomenon wasn't just about Maya prophecy, it was a mirror reflecting modern hopes, fears, and the timeless human love for storytelling. As you settle into this calm reflection, you can almost hear the gentle hum of conversation winding down, the fading echoes of dramatic music, and the soft closing of books. The world didn't end in 2012, but the stories sparked by that date continue to remind us of our enduring desire to understand time, fate, and our place in the cosmos. In this quiet moment, you find comfort in the blend of ancient wisdom and modern imagination, realizing that the true power of these tales lies not in fear, but in the curiosity and connection they inspire. The online chatter gradually softens, replaced by a more contemplative silence, as if the world is collectively exhaling after a shared moment of suspense. Yet beneath this calm, there's a subtle excitement, gentle curiosity about why we are so drawn to stories about endings and new beginnings. Think about it. There's something deeply human about imagining the apocalypse. Maybe it's the thrill of facing the unknown, or the opportunity to reset and start fresh, free from the burdens of the past. It's as if these stories offer a safe space to explore change, uncertainty, and transformation. The 2012 phenomenon became a modern myth, blending ancient calendars with our own hopes and anxieties. You might picture families gathered around televisions, children whispering questions in the dark, friends exchanging theories over coffee. These moments of shared anticipation created connections, a sense of community rooted in curiosity and wonder. The world paused, if only briefly, to imagine the possibilities beyond the everyday dot. And perhaps that's the true magic of the 2012 story, not the prediction itself, but the way it brought people together, inviting us to reflect on time, change, and the cycles that shape our lives. Like the Maya before us, we are part of a vast unfolding story, moving through endings that lead to beginnings. As you rest in this thought, the soft ambient sounds of the modern world fade gently into the quiet rhythm of your own breath. The flicker of digital screens dims, replaced by the steady glow of stars overhead, a timeless reminder that, no matter what stories we tell, the cosmos continues its dance, inviting us to watch, wonder, and find peace in the cycles of life. The warm sunlight filters through the canopy, casting shifting patterns of light and shadow over the weathered stones of a Maya ruin. The air is tinged with the scent of damp earth and ancient history, mixed with the faint aroma of freshly disturbed soil. Around you, a small team of archaeologists moves quietly, their hands brushing gently across the surface of carved stones and fragile artifacts, revealing stories long buried beneath layers of time. Imagine the delicate scrape of trowels and brushes as they carefully uncover glyphs etched into temple walls. Each symbol, a fragment of the Maya's rich cultural tapestry. The pace is methodical, respectful, a silent dialogue between the present and the past. In this tranquil atmosphere, the secrets of the Maya world are slowly, lovingly revealed. Recent discoveries have deepened our understanding of Maya beliefs, calendars, and cosmology, painting a picture far more nuanced than the popular myths suggest. You might visualize a newly uncovered codex, its fragile bark paper pages unfolded with reverence, inked glyphs still vivid despite centuries of exposure. These manuscripts confirm that the Maya viewed time as cyclical, emphasizing renewal and balance rather than catastrophic endings. The excavation sites themselves seem to breathe with quiet majesty. Stone pyramids emerge from the jungle floor, their steps worn smooth by centuries of ritual footfalls. The sunlight warms the carved stelae, where rulers' names and dates commemorate dynasties and cosmic events alike. You can almost hear the faint echo of ancient voices celebrating victories, rituals, and the eternal dance of the heavens. As you wander among these ruins, the soft rustle of leaves and the distant call of birds provide a soothing soundtrack, blending with the low murmur of researchers discussing their findings. Their work dispels many misconceptions about the Maya, revealing a civilization of extraordinary scientific, artistic, and spiritual achievement. The complexity of their calendar systems, for instance, reflects a sophisticated grasp of astronomy and mathematics. Discoveries of observatories and aligned temples show that the Maya tracked solar, lunar, and planetary cycles with remarkable precision. Imagine standing at one of these observatories as the sun rises on a solstice, the light illuminating sacred glyphs and marking the passage of time in a cosmic symphony. Every artifact, uncovered pottery fragments, ceremonial objects, inscriptions, adds depth to the story of a people deeply attuned to the rhythms of nature and the cosmos. The quiet patience of archaeologists peeling back layers of earth mirrors the Maya's own careful observations of the sky, revealing a shared human quest for understanding. You might feel a gentle awe as you consider how these discoveries challenge old stereotypes, replacing sensational apocalyptic narratives with a respectful appreciation for the Maya's cultural and intellectual legacy. Their achievements in writing, architecture, and timekeeping stand as testaments to human creativity and curiosity. In this serene space of sunlight and shadow, ancient stone and living forest, you are invited to join the journey of discovery, a journey that honors the Maya not as mysterious harbingers of doom, but as wise keepers of time and storytellers of the cosmos. As you breathe in the cool, fragrant air, you carry with you a deeper appreciation for a civilization that continues to inspire wonder and reflection, bridging the gap between past and present with every uncovered glyph and silent stone. The delicate crunch of footsteps on leaf-strewn paths accompanies your exploration as you move deeper into the archaeological site. Sunlight filters through towering trees, dappling the ground and illuminating fragments of pottery, tools, and scattered bones. Each artifact, no matter how small, is a thread in the vast tapestry of Maya history, patiently waiting to be woven into the story. Imagine the moment when a hidden chamber is uncovered, revealing pristine murals painted in vibrant reds, blues, and yellow scenes depicting ceremonies, gods, and celestial events. The pigments, though centuries old, still glow softly, a vivid reminder of the Mayas' artistic mastery and spiritual devotion. The cool air inside the chamber contrasts with the warmth outside, enveloping you in a sacred hush as you take in these ancient images. Archaeologists carefully document every detail, their voices low and respectful. You can almost hear the excitement in their whispers, the thrill of piecing together fragments that challenge long-held beliefs. These discoveries shed light on the Mayas' sophisticated understanding of the cosmos, their rituals, and how deeply their lives were intertwined with the cycles of time. You might feel the rough texture of carved stone monuments under your fingertips, each groove telling a story of kingship, warfare, or divine favor. These stelae serve as historical records, immortalizing events that shaped the Maya world. Standing before them, you sense a connection across time, a bridge linking the present moment to a civilization that flourished thousands of years ago. The quiet beauty of these ruins invites reflection. You notice the way sunlight catches on jade beads and obsidian blades, artifacts that reveal trade networks and cultural exchanges extending far beyond the city limits. This glimpse into a complex society highlights the Mayas' ingenuity and adaptability. Surrounding you, the jungle hums softly, a living testament to nature's resilience alongside human creativity. The interplay of light and shadow on ancient walls mirrors the layered stories uncovered by archaeologists, stories of growth, change, and continuity. As you breathe in the cool, earthy scent of the forest, you appreciate how each new discovery deepens our respect for the Maya. Far from the doomsday myths, these revelations celebrate a people who mastered time, art, and spirituality with remarkable grace. In this serene moment, the echoes of the past mingle with the present, inviting you to carry forward the wisdom of the Maya, the timeless lesson that understanding, patience, and curiosity illuminate the path through history and beyond. The lively hum of a bustling marketplace surrounds you, a vibrant mosaic of color, sound, and scent. Brightly woven textiles hang from stalls, their threads alive with intricate patterns passed down through generations. You might feel the soft texture of a hand-woven fabric brush gently against your fingers, its vibrant hues reflecting the rich cultural heritage of the Maya people who still live and thrive today. Around you, the chatter of vendors blends with the rhythmic beat of drums and the melodic notes of flutes, creating a soundscape that is both festive and deeply rooted in tradition. The scent of fresh corn tortillas baking on open fires mingles with the aroma of fragrant flowers and the earthy smell of fresh produce, inviting you to savor the richness of this living culture. The Maya of today maintain a remarkable continuity with their ancestors. Their festivals, held with joyful reverence, echo the rhythms and rituals of ancient times. Imagine the soft glow of candles flickering during a ceremony honoring the cycles of the moon or the harvest, as participants dressed in colorful garments gather to sing, dance, and offer thanks. These celebrations are more than just events. They are living expressions of identity and resilience. In quiet villages nestled among the hills, the ancient calendar systems still guide daily life. Farmers consult the cycles of the moon and sun to determine planting and harvesting times, maintaining a deep harmony with the natural world. The wisdom encoded in these calendars is passed down from elders to youth, a sacred trust preserving the connection to the cosmos and the earth. Craftsmanship flourishes in these communities as well. You might watch an artisan skillfully carve jade into delicate jewelry, or a weaver creating a new tapestry imbued with symbols of protection and prosperity. The soft rustle of loom threads and the rhythmic tapping of tools create a gentle soundtrack to these acts of creation, linking the past with the present. Language, too, endures. The Maya tongue, rich in sounds and expressions, echoes through homes, schools, and marketplaces. Listening to conversations, you can hear the musicality and depth of a language that carries centuries of history and culture. It is a living testament to a people who have weathered change and continue to nurture their heritage. The resilience of the Maya culture shines brightest in the everyday moments. A grandmother teaching her grandchildren ancient songs, a community gathering to prepare traditional foods, or the careful preparation of rituals that honor the earth and the ancestors. These acts weave a tapestry of continuity that holds together identity, memory, and hope. As you absorb the sights, sounds, and scents of this vibrant world, you realize that the Maya are not just relics of history, but dynamic participants in a living tradition. Their culture is a bridge connecting ancient wisdom with contemporary life, resilience with creativity, and the sacred cycles of the past with the unfolding stories of the present. In this gentle embrace of time and tradition, you find a peaceful reminder that culture, like the seasons, endures through renewal, and that the spirit of the Maya continues to shine brightly beneath the same stars that guided their ancestors long ago. The marketplace buzzes softly as evening settles, the fading sunlight casting a warm golden glow over colorful stalls and friendly faces. You might notice children weaving between the crowd, their laughter a light melody mingling with the gentle strum of guitars and the soft beat of traditional drums. Music fills the air, a joyful celebration that transcends time, connecting present moments with ancestral rhythms. You pause to admire a weaver's hands as they move expertly across a loom, threads slipping effortlessly into vibrant patterns that tell stories of the land, the gods, and the people. The texture of the fabric is smooth yet sturdy, a tangible link to centuries of artistry and meaning. Nearby, an elder explains the symbolism behind each design, the spirals representing the cycles of life, the jaguar motifs evoking strength and protection. As night deepens, you might find yourself drawn to a community gathering, where candles flicker softly around an altar adorned with fresh flowers, maize, and small offerings. The air hums with whispered prayers and the sweet scent of incense, creating a sacred space where past and present merge. Here, the Maya honor the earth, the ancestors, and the cycles that sustain them, their voices weaving a tapestry of gratitude and hope. This living culture, vibrant and enduring, invites you to witness not only a heritage preserved, but a people continually shaping their future. In every song, every dance, every handcrafted artifact, the spirit of the Maya lives on, resilient, creative, and deeply connected to the rhythms of the earth and sky. As you settle into this peaceful understanding, the soft sounds of the evening lull you gently, wrapping you in the warmth of a tradition that transcends time, inviting you to rest in the enduring heartbeat of the Maya world. Imagine yourself beside a gently flowing river, its waters tracing an endless path through the landscape. You watch as the current moves steadily forward, carrying leaves, petals, and sunlight reflections on its surface. This river is never rushing frantically, nor standing still. Instead, it moves in a graceful, unending cycle. The Maya saw time, much like this river, flowing, renewing, and eternal. Time, in Maya philosophy, was not a straight line but a circle, looping endlessly like the seasons that come and go. Picture the soft turning of spring into summer, the warm golden light slowly fading into autumn's rich hues, then the quiet rest of winter before life blossoms again. Each season flows seamlessly into the next, without abrupt endings or final conclusions. Only transformation and renewal. You might feel the cool breeze that accompanies the turning of the year, carrying with it the scent of blooming flowers or the earthy smell of fallen leaves. These natural rhythms mirror the Maya understanding of time as a sacred cycle, a constant dance between creation and dissolution, death and rebirth. The Maya long count calendar embodies this philosophy, marking vast cycles that begin anew rather than end definitively. Imagine standing beneath the endless sky, watching stars wheel overhead in their timeless orbit, feeling connected to something far larger than yourself. This cosmic dance unfolds without haste, inviting patience and trust in the flow of life. Reflecting on this, you can see how the Maya embraced change not as loss but as opportunity, like the river that shapes stones gently over time or the tree that sheds leaves to nourish the earth. Every ending was a beginning in disguise. This philosophy encourages a calm acceptance of life's ebbs and flows, a comforting rhythm in a world that often feels unpredictable. As you breathe in the tranquil air, you might notice the soft rustling of leaves or the distant call of a bird, each sound a gentle reminder that life is a continuous cycle. The Maya's view of eternity invites you to see yourself as part of this ongoing story, where time is both your guide and your companion. In this peaceful state, you are invited to release any urgency, to slow your pace and tune into the natural pulse around and within you. Time is not an enemy to be conquered, but a friend with whom you share an endless journey, a rhythm that carries you forward with grace and ease. This ancient wisdom holds a gentle lesson that in the cycles of nature and the universe there is balance and harmony. As the river flows, the seasons turn, and the stars wheel above, you are cradled in the timeless embrace of eternity, gently rocking you toward rest and renewal. The soft rustle of leaves overhead blends with the distant murmur of a stream nearby, creating a gentle soundtrack for your reflection. Imagine the sunlight filtering through the branches, casting dappled patterns on the ground, each patch of light a fleeting moment, constantly shifting, yet part of the whole. This interplay of light and shadow echoes the Maya's understanding of time, ever-changing, yet eternally connected. You might picture a circle of stones arranged by ancient hands, a sacred space where the Maya gathered to observe the heavens and honor the cycles of the earth. Here, time was not measured by ticking clocks but by the turning of celestial bodies, the waxing and waning of the moon, and the blooming of sacred plants. Each moment held significance, woven into the vast tapestry of existence. Consider how the Maya calendars, with their intricate interlocking cycles, reflect this philosophy. The Tisacan and Hob calendars rotate like gears in a cosmic machine, marking sacred days and seasonal changes. The long count traces the sweep of millennia, reminding us that time moves in grand arcs, not sudden stops. In your mind's eye, see the river again, flowing steadily, unhurried yet purposeful. Feel the calm assurance that comes with trusting in this flow, the knowledge that after every storm, the waters will settle, a new life will emerge along the banks. This is the heart of Maya time, patience, renewal, and the promise of beginnings that follow every end. As you settle into this gentle understanding, allow your breath to slow and deepen. With each inhale, draw in the peace of these ancient rhythms. With each exhale, release tension and worry. Time, like the river and the seasons, carries you forward softly, guiding you into rest and regeneration. This philosophy of cyclical eternity is a soothing balm for the restless mind. It invites you to see your life as part of an endless dance, where challenges give way to growth, and endings open doors to fresh possibilities. In this sacred dance, you are both participant and witness, moving gracefully through the timeless flow. And so, as the day fades into night, and the stars begin their slow, eternal journey across the sky, you find comfort in the Maya's ancient wisdom, an invitation to embrace the cycles of life with calm curiosity and gentle trust. The soft hum of a museum gallery surrounds you, a quiet reverence filling the space where ancient artifacts and modern interpretations sit side by side. You move slowly past glass cases, your fingers gently brushing the cool air, eyes drawn to intricately carved stele and vividly painted ceramics that tell stories thousands of years old. The colors seem to pulse softly under the gentle lighting, deep reds, vibrant blues, and earthy yellows, each hue a thread connecting past to present. Maya influence stretches far beyond these halls. You might imagine walking through a cityscape where murals burst with vibrant colors, their patterns inspired by ancient glyphs and cosmic motifs. The bold geometry and swirling designs bring walls to life, whispering stories of gods, stars, and sacred cycles. The air carries the scent of fresh paint mingled with urban breeze, creating a sensory tapestry of tradition woven into modern expression. Architecture, too, bears the Maya's timeless mark. Picture buildings with stepped terraces echoing the pyramids of old, facades adorned with carvings reminiscent of those found in jungle temples. The blend of contemporary design and ancient inspiration creates spaces that invite reflection and wonder. Feel the smooth stone under your hands, cool and steady, grounding you in a lineage that spans millennia in film and media. Maya stories and symbols inspire imagination and creativity. Imagine scenes unfolding on screen: mystical jungles, towering temples, heroes guided by celestial signs, all crafted with subtle nods to Maya cosmology. The gentle rise and fall of soundtrack melodies evoke ancient chants, while visuals draw you deeper into a world both familiar and enchanted. This living legacy invites you to explore how the Maya's profound understanding of time, nature, and spirituality continues to resonate today. Museums host exhibits where delicate codices and tools sit beside interactive displays, offering hands-on experiences that bridge ancient wisdom and modern curiosity. You might hear the soft murmur of guided tours, the quiet tapping of footsteps on polished floors, and the occasional delighted gasp of discovery. Through art, architecture, and storytelling, the Maya spirit dances across centuries, inviting you to pause and listen to the echoes of stone carvings, the vibrant strokes of murals, and the timeless rhythms of a culture that still inspires awe and reverence. As you absorb this rich tapestry of influence, the ambient sounds of the modern world soften, replaced by a quiet pulse, like the steady heartbeat of tradition flowing gently beneath the surface of everyday life. Here, in this intersection of past and present, you find a comforting reminder that history is not fixed or forgotten, but alive, shaping and enriching our shared human story. Walking further into this world of Maya-inspired modernity, you might find yourself wandering through lively marketplaces where artisans craft jewelry and textiles adorned with ancient motifs. The delicate clink of jade beads, the rhythmic click of weaving looms, and the rich colors of embroidered fabrics create an atmosphere both vibrant and steeped in tradition. Imagine the softness of a woven shawl, its patterns telling stories of celestial bodies and sacred cycles, wrapped gently around your shoulders. Urban parks and plazas sometimes showcase sculptures that echo Maya symbolism: a serpent coiling gracefully, a sun disk catching the light, or a stylized jaguar poised in silent strength. The tactile sensation of smooth stone or weathered bronze beneath your fingers connects you physically to the enduring presence of Maya artistry. The rustle of leaves overhead and the murmur of city life blend with these quiet reminders of an ancient past alive in the present. Even in language and literature, echoes of Maya culture ripple through, inspiring authors and poets to weave themes of time, nature, and spirituality into their works. You might hear the soft cadence of a storyteller's voice, rich with imagery and meaning, inviting you to journey beyond the familiar and into realms shaped by ancestral wisdom. Film festivals and galleries around the world celebrate Maya heritage through documentaries, animations, and exhibitions, bringing these stories to new audiences. The gentle flicker of a projector, the hushed anticipation of viewers, and the vivid colors on screen all contribute to a shared experience that honors and reimagines the Maya legacy. Through all these expressions, whether in quiet museum halls or bustling city streets, the Maya influence remains a vibrant thread in the fabric of modern culture. It invites you to explore, to reflect, and to appreciate the depth and beauty of a civilization whose echoes continue to inspire wonder, creativity, and connection. As you settle into this thought, the sounds around you soften into a soothing background hum: the gentle footsteps of visitors, the soft murmur of conversations, the distant bird calls, creating a peaceful ambience that invites you to rest. Surrounded by the living legacy of the Maya. The flicker of candlelight dances gently against the walls, casting soft, wavering shadows that seem to tell stories of their own. Around you, voices lower into hushed tones, as if sharing secrets passed down through generations. This is the timeless setting where apocalyptic tales have been told: stories of endings and beginnings, destruction and renewal. whispered in the warm glow of firelight or the quiet intimacy of close company. Humanity has long been drawn to stories about the end of the world. Across cultures and centuries, these narratives have captivated our imagination, offering both a mirror for our fears and a canvas for our hopes. Think of the rhythmic crackling of the fire, the way its warmth wraps around you like a comforting embrace as listeners lean in, captivated by the unfolding tale. Why do these stories hold such power? Perhaps it's the allure of the unknown, the thrill of imagining a world transformed, a reality reshaped by cataclysm or cosmic change. There's a deep curiosity about what lies beyond the familiar, a fascination with the boundaries of existence and the possibilities that come when those boundaries are crossed. Imagine the soft rustle of pages turning as ancient myths and modern predictions unfold side by side, each offering its own vision of apocalypse. Some speak of floods, others of fire, still others of celestial alignments or cosmic battles. These stories are as diverse as the cultures that tell them, yet they share common themes: fear, hope, renewal, and the human desire to find meaning in change. The communal aspect of these tales is also vital. Picture a circle of listeners gathered beneath a starlit sky or inside a cozy room, their faces illuminated by flickering candlelight. The shared experience of storytelling creates bonds, weaving individuals into a collective fabric where anxieties and dreams can be explored safely. In these moments, the stories become more than words. They become rituals, offering comfort and connection. There's also a gentle humor in our fascination with doomsday scenarios. Perhaps it's a way to face the inevitable with a bit of levity, to laugh in the face of uncertainty. This playful engagement allows us to process fear creatively, transforming anxiety into narrative and suspense into anticipation. Apocalyptic tales often serve as mirrors reflecting societal concerns, changes, technological upheavals, political tensions. They invite reflection on our current path, urging mindfulness and sometimes change. Yet, at their heart, these stories remind us of resilience, the potential for renewal, even after great loss. As you listen to the soft cadence of these tales, let yourself relax into the soothing rhythm of human curiosity and imagination. The flickering light, the gentle murmur of voices, and the shared breath of listeners create a sacred space where endings are not just feared, but understood as part of an endless cycle. In this calm reflection, you are invited to embrace both the mystery and the comfort that apocalyptic stories offer, an invitation to explore our deepest fears and hopes within the safety of shared narrative, gently rocking you toward restful peace. The candlelight flickers softly, casting warm golden hues that dance along the walls, creating a sanctuary for quiet contemplation. You might imagine the gentle rustling of fabric as someone shifts comfortably, settling deeper into the circle of shared stories. The air is thick with a mix of curiosity and calm, a feeling that here, in this moment, the mysteries of existence can be pondered without haste or judgment. There is something profoundly human about our fascination with the end of days. Maybe it's the way these stories give shape to the unknown, a way to wrestle with uncertainty by imagining its contours. They allow us to envision what might be lost, but also what could be gained. Imagine the hush that falls over listeners as a story pauses, inviting you to fill the silence with your own thoughts and feelings. Across time and place, these narratives have taken many forms, from ancient flood myths to prophetic visions, from fiery skies to peaceful renewals. Apocalyptic tales speak to the rhythms of human life, our fears, our resilience, and our enduring hope. They remind us that endings are rarely final, but part of a larger unfolding story. The communal act of telling and hearing these tales creates a shared heartbeat, a rhythm that connects us to one another and to those who came before. Picture the quiet smiles exchanged, the nods of understanding, the warmth of shared experience weaving a gentle thread through the group. And perhaps there's a subtle joy, too, in these stories, a recognition that facing fears together makes them lighter, that, in imagining the worst, we find strength to cherish the present. The stories invite laughter, reflection, and sometimes even a quiet dance of shadows, flickering as brightly as the candlelight itself. As the night deepens and voices soften, you are wrapped in this timeless embrace of storytelling, a gentle reminder that, no matter the fears we hold, We are part of a continuing cycle of endings and beginnings, loss and renewal. With this peaceful thought, the flickering candlelight seems to whisper a final invitation to rest, to dream, and to awaken anew, carrying with you the comfort of shared stories and the enduring light of human hope. The soft glow of dawn stretches gently over the horizon, casting a warm light that bathes ancient stone temples in a serene golden hue. Imagine the quiet stirring of the morning, the subtle rustling of leaves, the delicate song of a bird welcoming the new day, and the cool touch of fresh air on your skin. This peaceful moment invites you to reflect on the enduring lessons left by the Maya, a civilization deeply connected to the natural world and the rhythms of time. At the heart of Maya belief lies profound respect for nature, for the cycles that govern life, and for the cosmos that envelops us all. Picture rain softly falling on parched earth, droplets nourishing roots hidden beneath the surface. This gentle nurturing mirrors the Maya's understanding that life thrives through cycles of giving and receiving, growth and rest. Their rituals honored this balance, reminding us to tread lightly and cherish the earth that sustains us. Imagine sitting beside a flowing river, its waters moving steadily onward, weaving through stones and plants. This river symbolizes the flow of time, a continuous, unbroken current that carries all things forward. The Maya saw time not as a linear march but as an eternal cycle, a series of rhythms and seasons that invite patience, reflection, and renewal. Like the river, we are carried through moments of change, always moving yet always connected to what has come before. Passing down traditions was another sacred thread in the Maya tapestry. Envision an elder teaching a child, their hands weaving intricate patterns into cloth, stories unfolding with each colorful thread. These traditions were more than customs, they were living connections, binding generations and ensuring that wisdom, respect, and reverence endure. The gentle laughter of children learning songs and dances echoes the continuity of culture, a dance unbroken through time. The Maya's deep connection to the cosmos also offers guidance. As you imagine stars twinkling above ancient temples, consider how the Maya aligned their buildings and ceremonies with celestial events, embodying harmony between earth and sky. This alignment wasn't just architectural, it was spiritual, a reminder that we are part of a vast, interconnected universe. The cosmos speaks to us in cycles and rhythms, inviting us to listen and align our lives accordingly. Reflecting on these lessons, you might feel a soft breeze like a whispered reminder to slow down, observe, and honor the natural world and its rhythms. The Maya teach us that time is a sacred gift, that respect for all life sustains us, and that connection across generations enriches our journey. As you breathe in the calm of this dawn, the gentle warmth of the sun on your face, and the quiet pulse of life all around, you are invited into a peaceful meditation on continuity. The Maya's wisdom encourages you to embrace the cycles of your own life with grace and curiosity, trusting that each ending leads to a new beginning, and that you are forever part of the eternal dance of nature and time. Let this serene moment settle within you, a gentle balm of respect, connection, and timeless wisdom, guiding you softly toward rest and renewal. The delicate sound of morning birdsong drifts through the air, mingling with the faint rustling of leaves as a gentle breeze moves through the trees. This peaceful harmony reminds you of the Maya's deep reverence for the world around them, a world where every element, from the tiniest insect to the vast expanse of the sky, holds significance and demands respect. Imagine the soft patter of raindrops falling on the lush jungle canopy, nourishing the earth and all its creatures below. The Maya understood this cycle of water and life as sequitur, continual giving and receiving that sustains the balance of the ecosystem. Their rituals often involved offerings to the rain gods, a tender acknowledgement of nature's generosity and the delicate interdependence of all living things. As you sit quietly in this imagined landscape, envision the passage of time as seen through the changing seasons, the blooming of vibrant flowers, the ripening of fruit, the quiet rest of the earth during cooler months, all parts of an endless cycle. The Maya's calendars and ceremonies mirrored these natural rhythms, reminding them to live in harmony with the earth's pulse rather than against it. Picture a community gathered around a fire as dusk falls, the sky painted with soft hues of orange and pink, Elders share stories of ancestors, gods, and the stars above, passing down knowledge with warmth and care. These stories are threads that connect past, present, and future, weaving a fabric of cultural identity and spiritual understanding that shelters the community like a gentle cloak. The Maya's lessons invite you to see your own life as part of this grand tapestry, to honor the cycles you move through, to respect the world you inhabit, and to cherish the connections you hold with others. In this light, every moment becomes sacred, every breath a gift, and every relationship a source of strength. As the night slowly descends and stars begin to sparkle overhead, feel the quiet assurance that comes from being part of a continuous story, one that stretches beyond your own lifetime, carried forward by countless hands, hearts, and voices. The Maya's wisdom offers a gentle guide to live with respect, to embrace the flow of time, and to nurture the connections that bind us all. With this peaceful reflection, the soft sounds of the evening crickets chirping, leaves whispering, a distant owl's call fade into a soothing lullaby. You are cradled by the timeless embrace of nature and tradition, ready to drift into restful sleep, carried gently by the eternal cycles of life and time. A soft breeze brushes gently against your skin, carrying with it the faint scent of salt and earth. Imagine yourself sitting by a tranquil shore, where gentle waves lap rhythmically at the sand, each ebb and flow a soothing reminder of the natural cycles that govern all life. The sky above begins to glow with the first tender light of dawn, casting a warm, golden hue that slowly unfolds across the horizon. This serene moment invites you to settle deeply into the rhythm of the world around you, to feel the steady pulse of life's cycles mirrored in the rise and fall of the tides, the turning of the seasons, and the gentle unfolding of each new day. The Maya philosophy, rooted in this understanding of cyclical time, teaches us to embrace these flows with calm acceptance and grace. As the soft waves continue their endless dance, you might feel a sense of peace washing over you, as if the worries and stresses of the day are being gently carried away with the retreating water. The breeze whispers softly, encouraging you to let go, to trust in the natural order of things, and to find comfort in the knowledge that life moves in circles, always returning, renewing, and evolving. The dawn light warms your face, and with it comes a quiet invitation to reflect on your own journey, the moments of growth, the times of rest, the changes and transitions that shape your path. Like the Maya who observe the cycles of sun, moon, and stars, you are part of a vast unfolding rhythm, where each ending gently leads to a new beginning. Imagine the soft rustle of leaves nearby, the distant call of a morning bird, and the gentle murmur of water mingling in harmony, a soothing symphony that cradles you in a cocoon of calm. In this space, you are free to simply be, to breathe deeply, and to align yourself with the eternal flow of life. Allow your thoughts to drift like the soft clouds above, carrying with them any tension or worry. Feel your body relax further with each breath, sinking into a restful ease as you embrace the cycles that shape all existence. This is a moment of peaceful surrender, a gentle embrace of change, continuity, and renewal. The rhythm of the waves, the caress of the breeze, and the glow of the dawn light weave together into a lullaby, a timeless melody that guides you softly toward rest. You are held in the gentle arms of the natural world, connected to the wisdom of the Maya and the endless dance of time. As you prepare to rest, know that you carry within you the strength and serenity that come from embracing life's cycles. The world turns quietly around you, inviting you to dream, to renew, and to awaken refreshed, ready to flow gracefully with whatever comes next. The gentle sound of waves rolling onto the shore continues its soothing rhythm, a timeless lullaby that calms your mind and eases your thoughts. Imagine the soft grain of sand beneath your fingertips, cool and comforting, grounding you in this present moment. The breeze carries whispers of ancient forests, distant mountains, and open skies, inviting you to breathe deeply and fully into the serenity surrounding you. As the sun's first rays stretch across the horizon, they paint the world in hues of soft pink, lavender, and gold. This quiet transformation signals the start of a new cycle, one filled with promise and gentle renewal. You feel the warmth of this light on your skin, a tender reminder that after darkness comes illumination, after rest comes awakening. In the quiet of this dawn, You might reflect on the Maya wisdom that encourages embracing change rather than resisting it. Life, like the waves and the sun, flows in patterns beyond our control. Yet, within these patterns, lies a profound order and balance. This knowledge can bring comfort, a steady anchor amidst the shifting tides of experience. Allow yourself to be cradled by this understanding, letting it seep into your bones like the morning light, warming the earth. Feel your breath synchronize with the natural ebb and flow, steady and calm, carrying you deeper into rest and renewal. With each moment, you drift further into peaceful awareness, connected to the cycles that have guided humanity for millennia. The dance of time is both ancient and ever new, and you are gently woven into its fabric, safe and held. Let the gentle waves, soft breezes, and the tender dawn light carry you now into a deep, restorative sleep, where dreams flow freely and your spirit rests in harmony with the eternal rhythms of life.